Race number 14 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Pocono Raceway in Pocono, Pennsylvania for the running of the Pocono 500. On the pole, Mark Matthews in the King Richard Petty's number 43. One Chevy in the 00 is in second. Second row, Aaron Reed and Ryan Cooper. Row 3, Josh Osborne and Colin Cropley. Row 4, Alexander Dawson and Dougie Shears. And that's the starting lineup for this race. 10 laps around this race track here at Pocono Raceway. We may see a wreckfest here, I don't know. And the green waves, we're underway at Pocono. Track is very, very wide on the front stretch, but they have to narrow it down because the track funnels in the turns. Oh, we got trouble right away! We may have to. So we're having Nick Knott's right in the grass. Man, barely get the green flag, barely flies, and we have already got trouble. There's John Douglas smoking down the backstretch. What happened? Here's what happened to cause the caution flag. He goes down, I believe, on the inside of the 26 of, or outside of 26 of Derek Walker. Yeah, but look at that. Oh, Derek Walker. Sorry, there's where Nick Knott's got in the grass. Let's take a look at what happened to Derek Walker. And I think we have an onboard camera in his car. I think we do. So, fasten your seatbelts, everybody. Let's take a ride with Derek Walker. He's on the inside of John Douglas. Upside down went Derek Walker. Now let's take a look in slow-mo as to what happened. Let's see, now I think Dylan Hughes got in this crash. I don't know what might have happened. It was either him or Adam Chambers that may have started this crash. Let's take a look. This is slow-mo right here. No, it was Dylan Hughes who starts the entire thing in a 32 car. Here's the far chase from Dylan Hughes' car. He hits the 56 of Trey Roberts. He taps the 26 of Dylan Hughes or Derek Walker. Sends him. There's a perfect view of him upside down. Adam Chambers gets into this crash as well. But just several cars damaged in this crash. So, caution number 1 didn't take long for the action to get going here at Pocono. See the pace car's lights go off this time by. Nope, it's still on. Aaron Reed leads the race now. Joshua Osborne runs second. And then Dougie Shears, Chris Dallerton, and Andrew Baranda in 5th. And the lights on the pace car are off. And we're back to green flag. Aaron Reed leads the race. Josh Osborne Here they come. They fan out. Here comes Dougie Shears on the inside of Josh Osborne for the top spot. There's 5 laps to go, so we're halfway through the race. Whew. Boy, Shears and Osborne got close out of the second turn. Who's going to go in the second turn? The second place car. It looks like Dougie Shears right now. And oh, Josh Osborne hits the wall, and I thought that was a wreck right there. Man, that was close. That was close to being a wreck. Aaron Reed continues to lead the race here at Pocono. Down the front stretch they come. Well over 200 miles an hour. There's a 78 car of Aaron Reed. Dougie Shears in the second spot. Josh Osborne, even though he hit the wall, still maintains third. Trying to close in on Dougie Shears in the 33 car. Aaron Reed trying to bring the Regan Smith car to victory lane. Remember, he won the All-Star Open at Charlotte, the prelude race to the All-Star race. Aaron Reed still leads him down. There's Dougie Shears, Josh Osborne in the third spot, Chris Dalton in fourth, Ken Johnson fifth, but here comes Trey Campbell on the inside of the 24 car. He's going to try to take the top 5 spot. He's got the help from Dylan Petit in the 31. But Ken Johnson shuts the door, and Andrew Baranda, the 11, slams the wall. Same spot Josh Osborne did. Speaking of whom, there's Josh Osborne on the inside of Dougie Shears in the 33. Osborne tries to take second. He tries to make it a drag race down the front stretch, but Dougie Shears shuts the door on him. 2 to go. Does anybody have anything for Aaron Reed in the 78 car? Down the backstretch, Aaron Reed in the Furniture Row Chevrolet just flying down that long Poncho Way, 3,055 feet long. Now to an 8-degree turn 2. And now down on the North Chute, 1,780 feet long. And into the 6-degree turn. Oh, trouble again! This is the race. I mean, it's the race right here. Oh, and Matthew Rodriguez flipping over uncontrollably. Steven Weber has hit the wall down the third turn. And it looks like Aaron Reed has won the Pocono 500. The green and the yellow and white flags are both out. And I think Josh Osborne took second from Dougie Shears. Yes, he did. Let's look again as to what happened. Dunn Lappert, I think, may have gotten involved in the crash too. The crash happened down in the North Chute out of the second turn, I believe. It all started, I think, with, in this part right there, Matthew Rodriguez, there's him on the outside of Jasmine Acosta in the 48. Jasmine escapes that crash. And I believe, yeah, Matthew Rodriguez gets squeezed by CJ Sorensen in the 9 car. Looks like, and there's, ooh! Oh, Zed Weinstein sends Matthew Rodriguez into a series of barrels. Looked like Rusty Wallace at Talladega one year. Oh, man. Matthew Rodriguez obviously got the fuzzy end of that lollipop. Let's look at, let's look at CJ Sorensen, I believe. Let's look in slow-mo as to what happened. I believe Nick Knott squeezed into CJ Sorensen, and then that squeezed CJ into Matthew Rodriguez, and that caused this whole melee. There's all the cars in this crash. Kendrick Walker may have been in it. Nick Knotts, Rob McCabe, Colin Cropley. There's Matthew Rodriguez's flip over. Colin Cropley was in it. Jacob Rodriguez, Andrew Baranda. Both in the crash. But and there was the race back to the line. Aaron Reed won the race back to the line. And he, in the checker flag, has flown, so Aaron Reed has won the Pocono 500 at Pocono Raceway. Josh Osborne, a great run in second position. Dougie Shears, third. Chris Dollerson, fourth. Ken Johnson finishes fifth. Dylan Poteet, sixth. Trey Campbell, seventh. Stephen Weber, in spite of smacking the turn 3 wall, finished eighth. Richard Anderson, ninth. And Jasmine Acosta, her best run of the day, finishes in 10th. Or him, or whatever the name is. Let's look at the final running order. Rob McCabe, there he is right there. Colin Cropley finishes the race despite getting in the crash. So did C.J. Sorensen and Matthew and Jacob Rodriguez and Nick Knotts and Dunn Lapred. Look at 18th place on down are all retirees. Look at that. Look at that ungodly list right there. Whew. Wow. Looks like the attrition list for Talladega. But one that wasn't on there was Aaron Reed in the Regan Smith car. He has won the Pocono 500 at Talladega Pocono Raceway. Join us at Michigan for the running of the Miller Genuine Draft 400.